to start the Olympic men's 100-meter final in Paris, and she joins us here to cap the night, making history here as our starter for the last race of the night, the Athlos 200 meters.
Women's excellence all around. And look at Gabby there in lane 6. The strength of her race is the finish, but what a start Gabby has gotten. She's already up on Brittany Brown.
Brittany Brown, that's Jenna Prandini on the outside in 8. But Gabby Thomas, battle on the inside. Battle now, Brittany Brown. And at the line, Brittany Brown. Runner-up at 100 meters, and the Athlos 200-meter champion in 22:18.
Give it up, ladies and gentlemen. What a night. What a race for Brittany Brown. Upsetting Gabby Thomas. What a great, gutsy effort from the Olympic champion 22-21 to finish second here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, you are part of history.
Look back on this final 100 meters. I thought Battle was actually the one who was going to give Thomas all the trouble, but look at this stretch run by Brittany Brown already having run the 100.
You know, it's funny because we're used to Gabby Thomas not having as strong as a start. It seemed like she may have run her race a little backwards this time, right? She got out really strong in the first 100 and ran out of gas in the final 10 meters of the race. We're not used to seeing that from Gabby. She's more tempered and more paced in the final 50 of the race. But Brittany Brown, I mentioned it, she was already on the track. She had already experienced the atmosphere and the environment, and she has been running great all season. She's had an amazing year, so not a huge surprise that she was in the mix and closed out the meet with a big win.
Well, it's interesting, in a lot of the early season meets that we do, when Gabby Thomas is there as part of her workout, she will do 2 races.
Yeah.
And now we have Brown doing it here at the end of the season. And man, she's going home with some cash. That's $85,000 for second and first in those 2 races.
And a $25,000 crown.
Triple digits.
I'm telling you, Brittany Brown had the night of everybody here. You put in the work, you know, she talked about it. She's like, let's talk about the environment here. We've never seen anything like this. It is a party in the stadium. The VIPs are right up against the track. They are dancing, they are vibing. There's food, there's drinks, there's music. It is like something I've never seen before, and the athletes really love it. Paul, for the first time that this meet has come together, I have to say it's a 10 out of 10. The experience all around was spectacular. The quality, the attention to detail, all of it has been so great, and we still haven't seen Meg the Stallion. What a night.
Well, Brittany Brown's going to enjoy that crowning ceremony as she takes the final event of this fabulous inaugural Athlos NYC. She wins the 200, second in the 100. Gabby Thomas takes second here in the 200, and Anavia Battle finishing third. What a night here in New York.
Wow, what a night is what a night. I wasn't expecting that. I have been told all night what I should have been expecting, and we have been treated to something that is...
That's why they run the race, right? I just have to draw attention to this season. What a season. What an event this is for Brittany Brown. Followed that 100 with a win in the 200. She had the Olympic bronze medal in Paris. Then she goes on to win the Diamond League 200-meter title. This is an athlete out of the University of Iowa who talked about, I never won a high school state title. I never won an NCAA championship. I didn't go to a big track and field school, but she became an Olympian, Olympic bronze medalist. So that just goes to tell you that these journeys of these athletes are from everywhere. They're all so unique to get to this position in the sport. Brittany has just talked about how honored she feels to be part of this community and feel the immense support that she has. So this is such a deserved victory for her. What a competition. competition.
What a competition, and what a treat that these folks got tonight. They weren't expecting this, and I know you weren't expecting this. Did we make predictions? Did we do our predictions already on this? No, we did not. I'm kidding. I'm joking. I won't do that. Tell me more about Brittany, because not only did she go home with a truckload full of money and a crown, she also goes home with another sense of, I accomplished something amazing, and look how I'm closing out my season.
Exactly, and I talked to her in the call room ahead of the 200, and I said, how you feeling off the 100? She said, great. I think that was just a really great way for her to open up the meet and shake out her legs, get a feel for the track, get a feel for this entire field and this atmosphere.
Correct.
Yeah, this is just another opportunity for her to solidify herself as one of the best in the country, one of the best in the world.
Take a look at there. We got Olympia out there. Who's she racing? Well, let's take it. Well, listen, this is what it's about. I'm going to have to turn around and take a look. Okay, he's supposed to slow down so she can win. But there's Gabby. And again, this is such a festive atmosphere that we have here, folks. People are still really celebrating what I believe is sisterhood, what I believe is something that is special in women's athletics. We are allowing these women to be who they are and simply be on the biggest stage, laughing, joking, having a good time, and being recognized for their accomplishments in the highest of levels.